plug. I cut TV today. I got another story. Actually got another one. Actually, this was during the time when Wiz Khalifa was in his mixtape era. So like 2016, 2015. Whenever the 28 Grams mixtape released, I don't know what year that was exactly. So it was around that year, and me and a buddy of mine, we knew these chicks that were watching this apartment. I guess the chick was like a dog sitter or some shit. She was watching this lady's apartment, so she had the whole apartment to herself pretty much, while the owners of the apartment or people renting the place were out and about doing their thing, whatever, right? So 28 Grams mixtape by Wiz Khalifa just released. Me and a buddy of mine, we probably were getting some weed, right? Only had at the time only had like $10 on me, right? So my fucking buddy at the time, he fucking called up somebody. It was the nicest, and I mean, I don't know how much weed it was, but like for $10, we got hooked up pretty well. I mean, it was a decent amount of weed so we went over to the apartment with this $10 sack of weed. The best $10 sack I've ever had, because I was like 15 or 16 at the time. I was riding my bike and shit, you know. So we get over to the apartment. It was in PG at the time, where I used to go to high school. Let's call it PG because that's what it's called. So we're at the apartment, and the chick, it was two ladies just chilling, smoking, vibing. She had this hella nice like MacBook. It's not a MacBook, it's the computer version, the desktop version, but like the Apple, forgot the name of it. But like the MacBook, but like the desktop version, hella nice. It was on iTunes at the time. I don't know, this was before Apple Music. This was iTunes. So she loads up the iTunes, and 28 Grams mixtape was on. It was lit. Like, we were just, you know what I'm saying, we got that passed around, light up, you know what I'm saying, we had that $10 sack of weed, the most beautiful green, the most light green weed you'll ever see. It was just wrapped up in a little bag already, like if it was Valentine. It was just like, you ever had the perfect day? You ever had like the perfect day? You're just chilling, kicking it with the homies, with the girls, with ladies, whatever, whoever it may be, with the bros, with, you know what I'm saying, just kicking it. At the time, my buddy Blake, we're hanging out with the Bops now, so we're gonna hang out when we head out to the Bops, where the Bops are at. So we head out to their apartment, and you know, we just start smoking, chilling, listening to the 28 Grams mixtape by Wiz Khalifa. It was lit. It was lit. So later down the line of our session, right, we're all smoking. I don't know, we had a bong or a pipe. We end up smoking all the weed, right? We're all fucking stoned out of our mind listening to Wiz Khalifa 28 Grams mixtape, which is a really good mixtape. I don't know if you listen to Wiz Khalifa. I do. As you can tell, I do listen to Wiz Khalifa a lot. Got this in a paper plane, so kinda tells you something, you know? So she had some fucking moonshine, and I'm looking like Cause she was the type of chick that like will force you to do shit, and like since she was cute, like at the time I was nervous around like pretty girls, but like when I'm so fucking stoned, it's like okay, it's fine, I can handle it better, you know. So I'm just chilling, just baked. I ain't got no more weed, and she grabs the fucking moonshine. There's a fucking cherry it's just been marinating in moonshine, just in the bottle. This bitch takes the motherfucking cherry out, makes me motherfucking eat it. I swear to you, bro, that fucking cherry was moonshined up, bro. I was fucking 16 at the time. That probably was like the first ever thing I had with liquor, was that fucking moonshine. It was legit moonshine. Like, it had all the shit on it. It was so bad I had to leave. I had to fucking leave. I fucking left the apartment. I don't know where my buddy went. He was fucking stoned, probably hella high too, right? He did his own thing. I just dipped out on my bike, just fucking stoned out of my mind, and just having that fucking back taste of that fucking moonshine cherry, bro. It was not... It was... I don't like liquor. Just especially moonshine. Moonshine is fucking strong as shit. So it's like... That's some otherworldly stuff, you know? I didn't want to be fucking with that shit. I would never sip moonshine. Never would. That shit is fucking strong. Fucking 100 proof fucking liquor. You take one sip of that shit, you're already wasted. Just imagine that motherfucking shit. I was fucked up. I was riding on my bike fucking crooked-eyed in that motherfucker, man. Swear to God. I was hella baked, because it was about 7 grams of weed, I would say, because the weed guy just hooked us up, bro. We pulled up. I gave the guy $10. It was 2 5s. I think my mom or somebody gave me fucking money for food, whatever the fuck. I had $10 on me, right? Just gave me just in a beautiful little baggie too. I said, good, decent, little beautiful nugs. I always remember that day, bro. I always remember that day. It's just like one of those days that you just like, you'll just remember, you know, like it's just like the perfect day. You're listening to your favorite rapper, whatever day, Wiz Khalifa and shit, chilling, smoking, kicking it, you know, whatever it may be, keeping it cool, keeping it collective, you know, keeping it awesome. And I'm keeping it lit. Wiz Khalifa, 28 grams mixtape story. Because I soon it released. I think when we went over to the apartment that it released that day. It's been out, the mixtape's been out for a while now, but the mixtape released that day. It was on iTunes. And she bought the whole mixtape. Because she was just scrolling through the fucking categories and she saw Wiz Khalifa 28 grams. And it was lit. She bought that motherfucker and played the whole thing. The whole mixtape was lit. The whole thing, from start to finish. To this day. And it's a fucking mixtape. It's not even an album. Sometimes these mixtapes are better than their albums, bro. Put this joint out. You see my grandpa at Starbucks. It's been Cut TV. Signing off.